Jai Hind everyone, welcome to my channel Master SSB, and today's picture is on your screen. In this picture we can see a man is lying on the floor, possibly unconscious or injured, and a second figure is there whose only arm is visible and a clenched fist, and it appears to be reacting, possibly in urgency or alarm. Then we have the open door and desks are in the background. So this is the entire picture, the entire scenario, and the setting looks like a room, oblique office, oblique lab, and not a public place, right? So this is the entire theme, and the man who is lying on the floor, possibly he will be in his 20s, right? Not more than that. He's not very aged. So this is the entire setting, and now let us try to create a meaningful story around the picture. Have a look at it. Aman was a final year engineering student and the exam week was going on. While Aman was sorting notes at the desk, his roommate suddenly collapsed. Aman rushed to him and found him semi-conscious, clutching his head. He quickly checked his airway, breathing and circulation. Aman loosened his collar to help him breathe more easily. Realizing it was likely a fainting episode due to weakness, he opened the nearby cupboard, took out a packet of glucose and mixed it in water. He gently lifted his head and helped him sip slowly. He also placed a wet towel on his forehead to cool him down. Meanwhile, Aman called the hostel warden and medical center. Help arrived within minutes and he was taken for checkup. Doctors confirmed it was a minor sugar drop. He recovered by morning. Aman's roommate had the habit of skipping meals for studies. Aman firmly told him to take proper meals and ensured the same. Okay, so friends, this was our first theme on the picture. We can see that our story logically explains the boy lying on the floor as someone who collapsed due to fatigue or low blood sugar. So this we have related to the picture. The raised arm of the second boy is interpreted as him reacting in urgency, moving to help, which is perfectly realistic and positive. The cupboard being open ties in well with accessing a glucose packet or first aid item, right? It is a strong example of preparedness and resourcefulness. So whenever you see a picture try to include all the resources that are available in the picture and try to include the hidden resources that might be available. For example, had this cupboard not been there in the picture, you could still have assumed that there was a cupboard and you took a first aid kit out of it, because it is very realistic for a cupboard to be there in a hostel room and the first aid kit being present in that, right? So these are called hidden resources. So keep your mind open, and most important thing, there's no panic or over dramatization. The tone remained practical throughout the story, and our hero, he was always calm. And remember, you don't have to write specifically that the hero maintained his calm and composure. You don't have to write that. Don't show that to the assessor. Let him interpret it through your actions, right? Don't write OLQs. Simply write your actions. The assessor will come to know about your thought process. And avoid any negative interpretation. Don't assume accidents, crime, violence unless it's clearly visible. Alright, and try to show the main character handling the situation constructively in a calm manner. Okay, and then try to include realistic actions. For example, mixing glucose, checking pulse, calling for help. These show clarity of thought. And always try to end the story on a positive note. Recovery, appreciation, lesson learned, everything. Try to include them on a positive note. Do not give your hero unnecessary rewards, awards, faltu ki appreciation. You don't have to do that, right? So this you have to do. These are all the basic things that you have to take care of in a picture. Very normal things that you have to do in SSB. These are very normal things that I'm telling you, right? But we fail to do so in SSB because of the sheer pressure that is there in our head and the big hawa that we have made about the SSB. Trust me, it's a very simple process. Just do normal things in a normal way, you will make it through, right? So this was our first theme on this story. I'll try to give another theme to you. All right, so yeah, please check the second theme as well. Aman was a final year student and was sharing his hostel room with Raghav. Both were known for pulling friendly pranks on each other. It was Raghav's birthday and Aman planned a late night surprise with cake, balloons and a harmless scare to kick off the celebration. Aman told Raghav to wait in the room while pretending to go out. Moments later, Aman and a few friends barged in, shouting and tossing confetti. Startled, Raghav took a step back, slipped on a plastic wrapper and fell flat near the cupboard, laughing but slightly shaken. Aman rushed to him, helped him sit up, and checked if he was okay. Raghav assured he was fine, just surprised and a little embarrassed. The room burst into laughter and they carried on with this birthday celebration. Cake was cut, photos were taken, and the moment became the most memorable highlight of their semester. After the party, Aman cleaned up the mess and teased Raghav about becoming the first birthday casualty of the year. Okay, so before we discuss the story, friends, you must have seen the movie Maine Pyar Kiya. It is Salman Khan's first movie, and in that movie, he does a prank on a friend, जिसमें कि वो अंदर आती है and then a punching glove just punches on her face and she falls down. This can be the third theme for this particular picture, right? Now discussing about the second picture, again, instead of assuming a negative cause, injury, fight, accident, the story connects the fall to a surprise party, a realistic and fun context in a hostel. And then again, the open cupboard is tied into the setup, maybe part of the decoration, preparation, or used to store snacks or oblique decor items. The raised arm of the second figure, it is portrayed as someone reacting in concern or laughter, maintaining the tone of the event. Okay, so this is how we have tried to completely relate the picture to the relate the story with the picture. The scene is interpreted in a way that's natural and relatable to the age group shown, right? Because young college students, of course, ये होता ही रहता है यार कॉलेज हॉस्टल्स में. They do such pranks in hostels, right? Then again, the fall is handled with concern but not drama. The character is checked for safety and the movement continues lightheartedly. The incident turns into a memory showing that even unexpected mishaps can become part of joyful moments, right? It also reflects bonding, celebration and sharing experiences. So, you know, these kind of actions, these kind of stories portray you as a person who is very lively. And trust me, a lively person is a very essential requirement for an officer to be in forces, right? Take note of that. So this was the complete explanation of the picture, you know, and this is how you should try to make your story. So this was a very important picture. It is often repeated in the centers. I have given you two themes and a third theme, that Salman theme as well. आप उस पे भी बना सकते हो. So guys, this was our story, complete picture. You guys must have seen the picture in which there is a tank and a man has mounted the tank and another man is running along the tank and there is rubbles in the background. So if you want story on that picture, it is on your screen. Click it and you can watch it. That was all for today, folks. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, Jai Hind.